tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Coming up in a moment, NFL commercial makes joke of TSA selective screening. It's all part of the ongoing brainwashing to make a joke out of police dogs barking, people having their genitals grabbed. But the elite football players, they don't have to go through it. And it's just like the Audi Green Police ad where they came out later and admitted, this is what life's going to be like. We are conditioning you. Total arrogance in your face. But finishing up with Ted, Ron Paul should be the committee chairman of the Banking Regulation Subcommittee, but Boehner, John Boehner, the protege of the globalist fake conservative Newt Gingrich, is trying to block him right now. Now more than ever, people need to educate themselves about what's happening. They need to protect themselves. Folks can call Midas Resources and get a free copy of the International Forecaster newsletter by Bob Chapman. Invaluable information every week. But I want to remind folks, Ted bought gold and silver when it was lower price. It's now going up, but he doesn't raise it when it goes up. He sells out of what he has at the lower price. But tonight at midnight, the lower price on gold and silver, it will go up. It'll still be very competitive. Here's the number, 800-686-2237. Briefly, Ted, what are some of the other smoking deals on gold and silver that are just good until tonight at midnight?
Well, right now, the 294 for the franc, I mean, that's definitely going to go up into the 300s. There's no question about it. And you get a full-year subscription to the International Forecaster for that. And then the British Sovereign at 369, and you get 5-year videos. That's also another great buy. Walking Liberty Halves at 1284. That deal that we're talking about, $97 and 3 of your videos, talking about a great way to get educated and then also have the silver dollars, you know.
And even if you've already seen some of my top films, give them to friends and family under the Christmas tree this year. And on top of it, folks, Midas Resources has all this on hand. Most places are sold out, but will still take your order and not ship it to you for 2 months. Ted's got all this right now, ready to ship this week. 800-686-2237. Ted Anderson, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me up, Alex.
You bet. If you missed that number, 800-686-2237, I wouldn't waste your time on this. Those are smoking hot deals. Okay. Looking at the TSA, again, going back 5 weeks ago, we put this story on the map. We simply pointed out the outrage that was already there. TSA is now policing the media's use of scanner images. The San Francisco Weekly reports that TSA released photos a year ago of the scans But now they don't want those scans to be public, and they're saying people have to use new scans, which are whitewashed. Talk about tyranny. And then there's another report along that front. New York senator seeks bill to deter body scan image misuse. A year in prison or $100,000 fine or both. And if you read the bill carefully, it says if the media shows naked body scans that TSA has already released, you'll go to prison. Remember, they lied and said they couldn't save them. Turned out they were. This is all about the feds taking over all transportation and training you to be a slave while leaving the borders wide open. But the revolt is expanding. Continuing, they announced this week what we told you years ago, Wired Magazine and the Washington Post, feds warrantlessly tracking Americans' credit cards in real time. Customer loyalty cards, all of it. Total 1984, illegal every time they do it. They don't care. This is a rogue, out-of-control government that runs our government as a whorehouse for foreign corporations to come in and rip us off. It's just unbelievable. Here's the Washington Post, whitewashing it. Government reports violations of limits on spying aimed at U.S. citizens. And they're spying on us, not al-Qaeda that they control. Okay, get your minds around that. If they'll take the veterans' pension funds, as they're now announcing they're going to do in the New York Times, anything's fair game. I mean, these people tell you how much they love the troops all day and wrap their un-American agenda in the troops when they hate the troops. Now, I want to play this NFL video. And again, if you want to watch it and you're a radio listener, go to Infowars.com. NFL commercial makes joke of TSA selective screening. And it goes on. The message being pushed upon the viewer is that there are two classes of people. Those elite with power able to bypass TSA screening, as Boehner and Obama get to, just like certain members of Congress, and the rest of us without power who are helpless subjects to the new police state being formed around us. The joke made of this message is a spoonful of sugar added to help Americans swallow it and subconsciously accept it with a laugh. And that is exactly what they're doing. We're a nation of arrested development children who have been trained to be slaves. Andrew Steele wrote the original article at America 20XY. Okay, let's go ahead and play the TV ad. Here it is.
Wait, oh.
Oh, they have NFL rings. They get to walk through. Jimmy Johnson. Terry Bradshaw. Oh, TSA's nice to them.
Oh, that's sweet.
Jimmy Johnson has a sword. A little... And that's Fox. That's a Fox NFL ad. It's so funny. Now, let's play the green police ad from a year ago. This has actually been put in place in Europe where you get arrested for light bulbs or not having the right toilet, where there are checkpoints. They're actually setting up green police in these very uniforms at the federal and state level. Has nothing to do with the environment, all about taxes and control. They're openly trying to pass laws to shut down your family farm and ranch, written by big agribusiness. Again, just like Obama gives hundreds of waivers to McDonald's and others to not have to get their employees insurance, they have literally written the laws to shut your business down. It's the mega rich against everybody else, and they've hired a horde of welfare idiots as their political voting bloc. See, Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck will not tell you that. They'll tell you the buck stops with George Soros. I'm sorry, it doesn't. The big mega corporations, read the Rand Corporation docs, read the CFR docs. They are the people who use criminal power to take over society. Now, here's the Green Police Audi commercial.
Okay, so it's 3708,
Okay.
paper plastic.
Plastic. That's the magic word. Green police. You picked the wrong day to mess with the ecosystem, plastic boy.
See, he's checking out. He picks the wrong bag, so they slam his head down into the thing. It's about training you, the TSA, all of this, that normal people are now criminals, and the government's going to put their hands on you and ask questions. This is your Nazi Germany animal dog training. Now it shows them raiding houses, checkpoints. This is what they're teaching kids in school. This is your brainwashing. All done as a joke. Here it is.
Battery!
Hit pause again. Already in Europe 5 years ago, now in the U.S., just type into the green police search trash cans. It's already begun. This is not a joke. This is just like the TSA ad with the NFL. It's all beginning. Continue.
Put the rind down. Sir, that's a compost infraction.
Oh, did you install these bulbs?
Yeah.
Tragedy strikes tonight where a man has just been arrested for possession of an incandescent light bulb.
What do you guys think about plastic bottles now?
The water setting is at 105. Yeah.
A checkpoint.
You got a TDI here? Clean diesel. You're good to go, sir.
Oh, he's got the Audi, so he's allowed to go. See, they know the average American is a brainwashed, groveling coward now who subconsciously knows we're in tyranny and is afraid. And the message is, I'm a guy in a uniform, you got the Audi, you get to go. And it also has, plays class envy against rich people with a big house. They go to jail because they have the wrong light bulb. You got the wrong light bulb, you got the wrong toilet, you're going to jail. This is how the collectivists and their hordes of dumbed-down scum who couldn't get jobs as toilet attendants, they're now going to be TSA, they're now going to be the Green Police, and they get to have authority and power. Sure, they'll live in a one-bedroom apartment hovel. Sure, but at least they get authority and power over you. And the paradigm is shifting from a free society by design to a total tyranny. And they make a joke out of it. Grown men giggle and act like children. Grown men in this country are effeminate. Grown men cannot get angry about serious issues. Have you noticed that? Oh, if you cut them off in traffic, they'll threaten to blow your head off. But if a cop talks to them, they start literally wetting their leg. This is a nation of people under a trance. A literal trance. They have the major statistics out, even BBC reports, that the brainwaves are lower now than they were 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. The average person, when you watch television for extended periods, it starts lowering your brainwaves. It puts you into suspended disbelief. The average person is in a daze. They cannot get serious. They do not respect themselves. And they watch these ads with Terry Bradshaw and the TSA and the Audi commercials with the Green Police, and they think it's all cute and they think it's all funny. Well, you're going to find out how funny it is in hyperinflation. You're going to find out how funny it is when they take your Social Security. You're going to find out how funny it is when you're paying for other people's abortions like we already are under this health care bill and in the county where I live. We are going into pure tyranny because you won't stand up and wake up and get involved and get angry. But a lot of us are waking up, and I salute those that are. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us